Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kali.Alexandria and I'm so grateful that you are here with me today. So if I'm talking a little bit differently or if I'm sounding congested, it's just because I got a rhinoplasty or a nose job, so I am still recovering from that. That was 2.5 weeks ago. So if I sound different and I can't smile normally, that is why I'm still super sore and tender. But I am so thankful that you guys clicked on this video if you're not already subscribed to my channel, because I post videos Wednesdays and Sundays. And then make sure you give this video a like if you enjoy it and leave me video requests down in the comments below if you have them. But today I want to talk about how I left my corporate job and started working remotely for myself. I have my own business. I'm a sole proprietor and I do not have a script for this video at all. Usually I'll like prep these videos and like have notes and key talking points, but I just feel like this video is not meant for that. I am just going to be speaking about my experience and how I was able to pretty much land my dream job after working in the corporate world. So if you guys are somebody who is stuck in the corporate 9-to-5 job right now and you're not happy, then just go ahead and keep watching this video. I'm going to be sharing my experience because I was there as well. First things first, let's go ahead and get into the background and why I started working a corporate job. So I am 22 years old. I just graduated from college. I have my degree in aviation management and I was sort of job searching. I don't want to say that I was really looking that hard, but I was kind of just in a place where I could move jobs at the time. I was actually working just like part-time in a restaurant. I think I was 19 years old at this point, so this was 3 years ago, but I started like working in this restaurant. Like it was fine. Like if anybody has worked in the restaurant business, you know how like stressful it is just with customer service, and I just tried to make the most out of it. It was a job, but obviously it was minimum wage. It didn't really pay that well, and I mean I was going to school and I have paid for a lot of my college kind of out of pocket, so it was just really stressful because again it was minimum wage and it wasn't that great of a job, to be completely honest. And there was an opportunity that related to my major in college. So I was in this class and this professor just kind of mentioned to me that there was an opening for this job and it was a corporate job and it was full-time. So naturally he like put in a good word for me and I had an interview, I got offered the job, I accepted, and then from there I just started working full-time while being in school full-time, and it was honestly one of the hardest things I have been through. It is not easy, and there is a lot on your plate when you are working full-time and going to school full-time, and I can't imagine those people who have kids on top of that. Props to you, because that is so difficult. But this job opportunity came up and I was 19. I started working full-time at this business. I was literally the youngest one, and it was really hard for me because a lot of people didn't take me seriously at all, which was really hard because at that time it was just a really toxic environment. I am not gonna really go into too much detail about that, but it was not my favorite job, I can tell you that. I didn't really mind the work I was doing, but I knew it wasn't going to be my forever. But honestly, I just couldn't see myself being in an office for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. It just is not for me, especially whenever it's not the best work environment to be in at that time. While it was like really good money for that age, it just didn't end up working out. I actually just stayed there for 2 years, almost 2 years, and then I decided to finally just like pull the plug, call it quits on that, and then just be self-employed full-time. And when I knew it was time to leave that job was when I was about to surpass my income that I had made at that corporate job monthly whenever I was freelancing and like doing this side stuff. So that was kind of when I was comfortable with it. So it was just before summer. I had a few press trips coming up and there was no way that I would have been able to take this much time off of work if I was still there. So I kind of gave myself an ultimatum and tried to just book my summer schedule up, and then I at that point would just go full-time freelance, full-time remote work, and that is what I did. It was such a rush, I would say. Obviously, I was super scared, I was anxious, I was nervous because the inconsistency of income when you are a freelancer or when you're doing this, if you guys are familiar, your income fluctuates by month. You can have a really, really good month, and then you can have a really low month. It just kind of depends the work you're doing, like what collabs you book or what clients you book. It just really depends, like those needs, like for your clients, or if you book like a brand deal. It just like really depends. And a lot of times when you even book a brand deal, you don't see that money for like a month or two after that. So that's hard because you can't really like know what your income is going to be, whereas when you're in a corporate job like that, you know what you're getting paid every 2 weeks or whatever it is. I do want to say I am so grateful for the opportunities and the experience that I did have working the corporate job, because I met some amazing people that I still talk to. I met some not so great people, and I have these experiences and this knowledge that I now think back to, and I'm like, I knew in the time it didn't seem like it, but now looking back, I know that those experiences shaped who I am today and why I am so driven to do this full time, because it, like, I just went through things that I never thought I would go through. And it was really hard, like, I'm not gonna lie, and just during that time I realized things about myself and really just pushed to do this. I really hustled, and I think that is so big, especially when you are wanting to leave like your career or your corporate job to do something like your side hustle and you want to turn it into your main hustle. It is just so important to hustle and make sure you are always showing up. Do not quit. I just see so many people give up and quit after like the first hard month. Like, and guys, I've had hard months too. There are times when I'm like, shoot, should I really be doing this? Or you have imposter syndrome, and that is one of like the worst things to feel, because you just like, sometimes you're just like, what are you, like, what am I doing? Like, you just sit there and you're like, what am I doing? But like, you just have to remember that you are on the right path, and the hard times will lead to even better times. And sometimes it's just hard to think about it like that, like during the process. So yeah, anyway, just a little bit of a tangent, but like, there are just so many times where people have asked me, like, how do I do what I'm doing? Like, like, people ask me what I even do. Like, oh, I guess a lot of people just don't understand what I do right now, but I just want to explain that I'm a freelance social media manager, I'm a content manager, I'm a content creator, I'm a blogger, I'm a YouTuber. There are just so many different titles that I currently hold, and I enjoy all the clients that I'm working with. But then a lot of people do ask me how I actually get clients, and first off, like, I would totally recommend starting off with like third-party websites, and that I mean like Fiverr and Upwork. Those are my favorite platforms. I actually got started on Fiverr. I'm now on Upwork, and I love it so much. I meet like the best clients on there. There are times where people have reached out to me, I have cold pitched. Like, there are just so many different things and different ways you can go about it, but I would definitely recommend, if you're starting out, either Fiverr or Upwork. I've been freelancing for, I think it's almost been like 3 years now, I don't even remember. But yeah, I started hustling and freelancing when I had my full-time job. So I would, like, every break that I had, every lunch break, every break, I would get my laptop out and I would do my freelance work that I had to do, and I would do like graphic design, I would do writing, I would do social media, I would do literally everything. And this is just like, it's just something that I wanted for so long, and something that I manifested, and I think that's just so important. But yeah, that's basically my main chunk of income. And then I also do like some brand deals as a blogger, as a content creator, and I'm also a content manager for a marketing agency that's located in the Pacific Northwest, so that has been amazing. I have literally just been so happy lately just with how everything is going. And yeah, it definitely comes in waves. Like, some days you'll have more work than others, some days you won't. So I just like recommend just trying to stick it out if you are wanting to go down this path. And let me know if you guys have like any questions or anything, because I'm always happy to talk about it to you guys, because this is my passion, this is what I love. But I definitely think that you have to love it. Like, you can't do this just to like have the freedom of working remotely and working from home. Like, yes, it is amazing, but you do have to be a self-starter. You do have to want to like get out there and try to find work, because if you're like not motivated, then you won't be able to do it. Like, try to wake up at the same time every morning. Try to have a morning routine. Have time for yourself. Then get to work. Have a set number of hours to work. Get a planner. Write things down. Check things off. That is what you need to be doing whenever you have this life, because you're your own boss. You need to make sure you're working, or like you won't make money. But I don't want this video to get too long. I just wanted to share my experience with it, and I know I have looked to so many of these videos during the hardest times during my corporate job and the hardest times that I've had. So just know that you're not alone. There are ways to go around it, but let me know if you guys have any questions. Leave them down in the comments. And I hope this video helped you and kind of motivated you. And make sure you subscribe, because I post Wednesdays and Sundays twice a week. Give this video a like, and I will see you guys next time.